Welcome to A Push News. Tonight's top stories: jazz, music, or mind control, and also the latest news on the Philippine-American War. I'm Wyatt Masseth with my co-anchor Sam Stott.
Let's talk about the war in the Philippines, or as most Americans refer to it, the insurrection. Now, as you know, we paid $20 million to Spain as a result of the Spanish-American War.
Although we now legally own the Philippines, there was still some backlash by rebel forces there, led by their revolutionary leader Emilio Aguinaldo. This forced us into war, which continues to massacre our faithful troops, as well as the Filipinos. We now go live to our field reporter, Maya Wasseth, to hear some average American citizens' opinions on this event. Thank you, Wyatt. My name is Maya Wasseth, here with a lineup of a few American citizens to discuss the subject at hand. Hello, sir. What do you think? Should we be in the Philippines or not?
I think yes. I think it would be actually really helpful to see them as part of the country, just in terms of economics. They would be able to stimulate the economy really well, and overall it would be helpful in recovering from the panic of 1893.
Sounds good. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
We have another speaker. Hello, sir. Do you think we should be in the Philippines?
I actually don't really think we should be there at all. They helped fight with us in the Spanish-American War, and it feels morally wrong to just take their land without discussing it with them.
Moral reasons. I like that.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Oh. We have a few more. Hello, sir. Do you think we should be in the Philippines or not?
I think it is absolutely necessary for us to be there, seeing as the savage Filipino people are so unfit to govern themselves. It is important for us to show them our ways and assimilate them so that they don't plot against us. This is just the nature of the white man's burden.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Now we have one last speaker. Hello, sir. Do you think we should be in the Philippines?
I just hate that darn old William McKinley guy. I mean, that's the main thing. I don't really care about whether we're in the Philippines or not. I'll just say no. I don't think we should be in the Philippines because William McKinley thinks we should. That's that.
Thank you, Mike, for that information, and thank you to those for answering. Now, as a popular news station, we have many fans across the classroom. Many of you are curious about the current conflict, and we'll be discussing those questions in the next segment. It appears we have a letter sent to us by a child from the Philippines. It reads, "Please, Mr. America, sir, please leave our country alone. We were your allies against Spain, and as soon as you collected your land from them, you turn your focus on us. You're leveling villages and sending innocent families into concentration camps, where we suffer and die of various diseases that are easily spread due to the close proximity and sickening living conditions. Emilio Aguinaldo is doing all he can to help us, but we are forced to resort to guerrilla warfare and hurt you back." I can't read anymore.
It's okay, buddy. Can we cut to commercial?
Have you ever wanted to sleep with Teddy Roosevelt? Period 6. Well, you still can't. But anyway, introducing the teddy bear. Squishes just like a real teddy. Comes in many different shapes and sizes. I love you, teddy bear. Telegraph 1-800-TEDDY-BEAR to get a second one completely free. Teddy bear helps you sleep with or without the homies.
Welcome back.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay now. That was heavy. Anyways, we have two very special guests to debate about the validity of American claim in the Philippines. Welcome author Mark Twain and President of the United States William McKinley. Let's open this debate with President McKinley. Why do you think America should annex the Philippines?
Well, believe it or not, I didn't want the Philippines at first. The more I thought about it, the more I was like, man, there aren't any better options. We could give it back to Spain or another similar European country, but that would defeat the purpose of the Spanish-American War. The other option would be to give the Philippines back to the natives, but they are clearly unfit to govern themselves. They were savage when Spain ruled them, and they are savage now. So we are graciously annexing them so that we can educate them and convert them to the supreme religion of Christianity. I would like to speak directly to the rebel leader. We are here for your own good. Therefore, unconditionally surrender to our tender mercies, or we will blow you into kingdom come.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. Twain, your response?
Everything the president has said on account of the savagery of the people of the Philippines is false. The Filipinos have been more than civil to our American troops. We have pacified some thousands of islanders, buried them, destroyed their fields, burned their villages, and turned their widows and orphans out of doors. We have no business being in the Philippines besides using it as a stepping stone towards Asia, and your attempts at justifying it with educating the natives is inappropriate and ignorant.
How dare you misjudge my reasoning? And I will prove you wrong on all of your points, starting with...
Bang, bang.
I think McKinley's dead, so I guess I, Teddy Roosevelt, am now president. To argue with Mr. Twain's point, while the Filipinos may have helped us in the Spanish-American War, their ability to self-govern is highly questionable. Under Spanish rule, the Filipinos were treated with intolerable cruelty. The Aguinaldian leaders have, wherever their power has extended, continued a system almost as bad. I don't even know why this is being debated. Screw it. As of July 4th, 1902, the Philippine-American War is over. Roosevelt out.
Breaking news. Emilio Aguinaldo has been captured and President Roosevelt declares the war over.
While there are still small insurrections, the united conflicts have stopped. The casualties of the American military numbered to be 4,200.
The Filipino deaths were far worse. The combatant deaths numbered 20,000 and the civilian deaths numbered 200,000.
Both sides were very harsh to the opposing side. The American military burned cities, leveled villages, and forced Filipinos into disease-ridden concentration camps.
The revolutionaries also were harsh with their captives. They cut off They cut off noses, ears, crucified, and had ants eat the heads of American troops.
A very horrific scene. Well, guess that's all, folks. Thank you for tuning in to A Push News.